Hey, hey, you dirty dog. So, the Iraqi government, parliament, elects Abdul Latif Rashid as president of Iraq. This happened on 113. Huge number. Tomorrow is that 114 day I was looking at. See what happens on the 197th day of the year. Maybe something happens tomorrow, day after they elect a new president. That would be good for Iraq. But apparently, in a session held today, Thursday, elected Abdul Latif Rashid as President of the Republic after a difficult period that lasted more than a year since the early legislative elections that took place in October of last year. The parliament failed in the first round of session to elect the candidate, with the intensification of competition between the candidate of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, the current president, Barham Salih, and Abdul Latif Rashid, despite the latter's superiority in the number of votes, but he was unable to achieve a majority of 220 votes, or 2/3 of the attendance of the representatives, is which the law requires. Rashid received the majority of 162 votes. There's that 216, 6 times 6 times 6 number. Kobe Bryant died on 126, while his rival Barham Salih received 99 votes. 99 is judgment, and 8 invalid papers were registered. The new president of the republic will assign Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, and candidate of the largest parliamentary bloc, for the position of prime minister, to form the next government within the maximum period of 30 days for the nomination. Thus, the country turned the page of the biggest political crisis that has experienced since the establishment of the Iraqi state, as the competing political forces and parties were unable to proceed with the formation of the government, despite the passage of more than a year since the early parliamentary elections. It is noteworthy that the 10th of last October, Iraq held legislative elections. It's kind of funny because I think his birthday is 8/10. Okay. Iraq held early legislative elections to get out of the political crisis that swept the country after large demonstrations in the central and southern regions in 2019 in protest against the widespread unemployment in society, the spread of the financial and administrative corruption in government, departments and institutions, and the deterioration of the service and living reality, which prompted the former Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi to resign under popular pressure. Now, this is Shafak.com. It's kind of funny that it's noteworthy that on the 10th of last October, let me see. Yep. Oh, his 10th of last October, which is kind of like, I was thinking of October as like 8, which is Oct is 8. But this guy's birthday, he was born on August 10th. Okay. Which is 8/10. So I was looking up 8/10, 1994. He was born on the 223rd day of the year. Skull and Bones, 322. 223, the 48th prime. Big number. And he is 78 years old, 2 months and 4 days old on the day he gets elected, on 113. So whenever I do sports decodes, one of the biggest numbers I see of all time, I could probably just look up any game right now, and I'm going to see 113 to the date, to the pitcher, or to the coach, or to somebody that's on the team. It'll be 113. Promise you. I probably look up 5 people, and I'll see 113 at least 2-3 times. But a bigger number is that 114. When I get a span of 114 to somebody's date, it's usually a winner. So what do we see here with his I don't know if any of y'all follow the dinar investor. He's very narcissistic, pompous, know-it-all, thinks he knows everything. He put out a video last night saying this, he just knows everything. He says there's going to be elections tomorrow and they're not going to happen. I promise you. Take a look at my Patreon. If you subscribe there, you'll know why. I'll let you know why. But there is not going to be an election. It's not going to happen until next year of September or October. He deleted that video. Anyway, I'm not picking on him, but he's a knucklehead. Anybody that pays for his services is a knucklehead. If you ever pay for my stuff, you're a knucklehead. And there's nothing worse, not than a knucklehead, than a dumb dog. Don't be a dumb dog. Be a dirty dog. Let's see what happens with Iraq here.